Good morning, students. Today's topic is Annunciator. Annunciator is in last class we covered transmitter, that is the device for signal transmission from a process to controller and the control action signal generated from the controller to the process. And annunciator is another unit in a process control loop which is used to produce audio-visual alarm signal in the central control room in the process plant. That means whenever any fault occurs in the process, that failure should be acknowledged by the registered by the plant personnel. So in order to generate the error signal, an audio-visual alarm signal is generated, and that is by the device called annunciator. So when a particular process variable exceeds the desired limiting value, the annunciator produces the corresponding alarm signal. There are number of channels. All these are several channels connected with different process variables. Each corresponds to several process variables, and each channel consists of lamps. That means whenever in order to produce visual signal, that means whenever any failure occurs in a particular channel, that corresponding channel signal lamp will glow on. And for all the channel there is a common hooter in order to produce a huge sound in order to draw the attention of plant personnel. There are only three switches. One is test switch, another is reset switch, and this one is acknowledgement switch. Acknowledgement switch is for whenever any failure occurs, the corresponding lamp will glow on and sound will produce, audio signal and visual signal will produce for that particular channel, and the plant personnel will press the acknowledgement switch. Then that means the signal, the error is acknowledged by the plant. So after pressing the acknowledgement switch, this the hooter will turn off and the corresponding lamp will remain glowing. Reset switch is for after corresponding correction to the particular process control loop, whatever be the instrumental failure, whatever be the reason for showing error in the particular channel of annunciator, that should be corrected. That is different part of plant operation. But after correction, the reset switch is used to press the lamp of particular channel to off, and test switch is to check the healthy condition of the device itself. That means with this pressing this test switch, all the lamps should be glow on. If the lamp is a faulty lamp, then that particular lamp may not glow on during failure. So in order to check the healthy condition of the device itself, the test switch is there. By pressing that, all the lamps and the hooter can be checked. Now this device mostly relay operated, and sometimes it is electronic IC based also. For electronic system, the advantage is there is a auto correction process. That means whenever the correction is over to the particular process control loop after occurring the error, then the signal will automatically reset the corresponding switch. Then this additional reset switch may not require. Now there are certain steps to follow the annunciation operation of annunciator. There are certain steps of operations of annunciator. For all annunciators, the steps are: first is normal sequence. Normal sequence means in this sequence the process variables are all in healthy conditions. Process variables are all in healthy conditions, so that the hooter and lamps are off for all the channels. This is the normal condition, normal sequence. Then fault sequence. Fault sequence means whenever any fault occur in a particular channel corresponding to any process control loop corresponding to particular channel, then the respective channel of the annunciator unit may become unhealthy conditions. So that corresponding channel lamp will glow on, as well as the hooter will turn on in order to produce audio and visual alarm. So this will make this is the next step, that is called fault sequence. Next step is acknowledgement sequence. What I have just mentioned, that after producing this visual and audio signal, plant personnel will acknowledge the error. That means after pressing that particular switch, the audio signal will turn off and corresponding lamp will remain glow on. That means the error is acknowledged by the plant. Next is back to normal sequence. That is completely different process for process control loop rather than annunciator unit. That means the necessary corrective actions should be taken for that particular control loop, and after the correction overs, then that particular loop will back to normal sequence. Then the reset switch will be pressed to stop the or to off the particular lamp of that channel. And another sequence is test sequence, in order to check the healthy condition of the annunciator. So these are the typical steps. These 5 steps should be maintained for annunciator. There is another sequence for, of operation, that is called ring back sequence, where the auto correction, that means whenever the process control loop back to normal sequence, that signal will be transferred to the annunciator unit automatically, so that the reset action can be performed. Now the operation using relay based operation switch. Operation of an annunciator using relay based switch. So this is the diagram for relay based. There are for annunciator relay based operation, there are several channels. Please see the diagram carefully. This is scanned from paper. That there are number of relays R1, R2, Rn for several channels. That means for annunciator unit there are several channels, and for each channel there exists different relays R1, R2. Then there are number of connections must be there. For n number of channels, n number of relays are there, and each are connected with the particular channel. That means this corresponds to a particular process control loop. This connection comes from particular process control loop. Channel 1, channel 2, like n channel. there are two other switch. These are test switch and acknowledgement switch. These two are NO type. NO type and NC type means NC means normally closed type, NO means normally open type. Normally open type and normally closed type corresponds to, all these corresponds to particular relays. So relay contact are of two types, NC type or NO type. Normally closed type means when relay is in de-energized state, then the channel remains closed. Normally closed means, or normally open means, at de-energized state that remains closed or that contact remains open. That is the significance of normally closed and normally open type contact. Now say all these are NC type contacts. That means when the plant is in healthy conditions, all the channels are in, all the control loops are in healthy conditions. So all these are in de-energized state. These are in closed conditions. And whenever any failure occurs, then these will this contact will get open. These are normally closed type. So whenever any fault occurs in a particular channel, then the corresponding relay will energize. At energized state, the contact will be open type, because this is normally closed type. That means at de-energized state of that particular relay, that means corresponds to that particular control loop, is in normally de-energized state. So it is in closed contact closed type. And when that will be energized, that means whenever any failure occurs, then it will open. Now what will happen? Just check. This is normally closed type. If the channel is in healthy condition, that means that particular relay for that channel is de-energized state. So this contact is in closed position. As this is in closed position, so relay R1, this is another relay operated by this switch. That means, see, this is just an electrical device connected, one side connected to the ground and other side will get power through this contact. So when this contact is in closed condition, then only this relay will be energized. And when this will be in closed contact, whenever the particular channel is in healthy condition. I think it is clear to you that whenever this channel is in healthy condition, this is normally closed type. So this contact is in closed condition, and as this is enclosed, this is the closed switch. So this path will provide the power to the device. So relay R1 is in energized state. Now see, for these relays, the corresponding contacts are here. This is 1 R1, that is the corresponding contact of this R1 relay. R2 relay corresponds the contact 1 R2. Like Rn, the corresponding contact is 1 Rn. These are the standard symbols for these relays. Relay and corresponding contacts. Always contacts are maybe for a particular relay there may exist number of contacts. So 1 R1, 2 R1, N R1 may be there. So when the relay R1 is in energized state, that means when the this is in closed condition, that means when the channel 1 is in healthy operating condition, then this is energized in energized state. So as R1 is in energized state, this contact, again this is NC type. Again this is NC type. So as this is normally closed type, during and this R1 is in energized state, so this will be in open state. Normally closed means when this is in de-energized state, the contact is in closed position. So as this is in energized state, so this will change the position to to open type. So this will break the circuit. This is the corresponding lamp. So lamp is in off state. I think this part is clear, that whenever the control loop corresponds to channel 1 is in healthy condition, the lamp L1 is in off state. That this lamp L1 means the lamp corresponds to a particular channel, say this one L1. So if all the process control loops are in healthy conditions, connected to all the different channels, then all lamps will be in off state, because similar mechanism is used for all for R1, R2 to Rn. All have NC type contact, and then lamp L1 is connected. Now see, if I am coming to discuss about other connectors, other contacts. Before that, just get cleared when the lamp will glow on. And as we know that annunciator will produce visual as well as audio signal whenever any fault occurs. That means, say now if channel 1 if there exists any there occurs any instrumental failure for channel 1, then that is the faulty loop. So how that will be detected by the annunciator. Now as the fault occurs, the corresponding contact, this is the contact corresponding to channel 1. Now the channel 1 relay will be in energized state, and this will be will change the contact position. As that will be in energized state, that relay is in energized state, so this contact will change the position from closed to open. That means the circuit will break. So relay R1 will be in de-energized state, will move to de-energized state. Now as this is in de-energized state, this contact will be closed, 1R1. Now the circuit of this path will make, and lamp L1 will glow. Are you getting my point? Whenever any fault occurs at channel 1, then the corresponding channel will open. That means the channel will be energized. That means the circuit will break, since this is normally closed type. So channel will break. That means the circuit will break, and the relay R1 will be de-energized. As the relay R1 is in de-energized state, so this is normally closed type, so circuit, this path will make to glow the lamp L1. So whenever any fault occurs corresponding to channel 1, that lamp will glow on. Similarly, for all n number of channels, if there occurs any failure, even if multiple failure occurs in different control loops, that will be detected by the corresponding lamps. Now the audio signal. How this audio signal will be produced. Now for all these channels, the relay R1, R2, Rn, for visual signal there is a contact 1 R1, 1 R2, 1 Rn, like that. And for audio signal, this is the hooter. For audio signal, there is a contacts 2R1, 2R2, 2Rn. So for n number of relays, there are second contacts for each is connected to Hooter signal, so that audio signal can be produced. Now see, the same power line is connected here, and there are number of channels. Again, all these are NC type, and just see, these contacts are in parallel, and there is another relay. This is called Hooter relay, RH. And how that will get power? There is a Hooter contact 1 RH, that is NC type contact. This is R acknowledgement. R acknowledgement is the contact corresponding to this relay. For this test switch and acknowledgement switch, as these are external switch and operated by the operator, so all these are NO type. These test switch, acknowledgement switch are NO type. So RT, R acknowledgement corresponding contacts are NO type. R acknowledgement contact is NO type, and see, these are the RT contacts, test switch, 1 RT, 2 RT, N RT, all are NO type. What is the purpose of this 1 RT, 2 N RT? I will discuss later. Before that, how Hooter will produce the audio alarm signal. See, and there also exists one RT, maybe this is a different contact from 1 RT to N RT, and this is RT. All these are NO type for Hooter circuit. Now see, say when this channel fails, particular channel 1 fails, the lamp is on glowing state, and again this 2R1 that is also NC contact. So that will when the channel fails, the relay is in de-energized state. So as this is in de-energized state, so this will make the circuit, this will close the path, and the if this can be closed, I am explaining this RH function. Just consider, if since this is NC contact, so if it is in de-energized state, and normally it will remain in de-energized state, then unless it gets power, so it will make this path, and the Hooter circuit will be energized. So Hooter will produce the audio signal. Once again I am trying to explain. See, when the channel fails, then R1 is in de-energized state. That's why this contact is in closed position. Similarly, this contact, again this is a similar contact, NC type for this relay. So this will also close the circuit, and the power, this is the power line, so power will flow through this. This is the closed path. Hooter circuit will be made. So Hooter will turn on. This is the ground line. So Hooter circuit will get power through this and this. This is 1 RH, means this is the contact corresponding to this Hooter relay. Why this Hooter relay is connected here? Say this relay is connected. Initially this is in de-energized state, because this is the open path, this is acknowledgement. So unless it is pressed, it remains in de-energized state, and this is normally open type. So when it is in de-energized state, this circuit is in break condition. That means this is in de-energized state. This is again NO type contact corresponding to RH. So without energization of this RH, there is no function of changing this position. So this is in break condition. So again, as this is in de-energized state and this is normally closed contact of this relay, so this path is in make condition. So Hooter circuit will make and the audio signal will be produced. So this is how for a whenever any channel will fail, maybe instrumental failure, then that will be detected by the annunciator by producing visual as well as audio signal. Now, why these tests relay contacts are connected in parallel with the channel signals? This is to check the healthy condition of the lamp, condition of annunciator itself. Say this is the test switch. When this switch will be pressed, this is NO type. When this is pressed, that means this will be connected and RT will be energized. As this is this get energized, then the corresponding contacts will get closed. 1 RT, 2 RT, all will get closed. As this get closed, that means the as this get closed, then power will flow through this contact to the lamp, then lamp will glow on. In order to check whether the lamps connected have any fault or not, the test switch has been pressed and all the contacts will close the circuit to make the lamp circuits on, as well as this this is another contact of test switch. So whenever this will be pressed, then the relay energized, so this will close and Hooter circuit will turn on. So whenever this test switch will be connected or pressed, then all the lamps and Hooter should turn on. This is connected in such a way. And next step is acknowledgement. This is the fault detection, and then it should be acknowledged, because a certain time will require to remove the error or to correct the error occurs in a particular control loop. But during this period, the Hooter must be turned off, otherwise a huge noise will be produced in the plant. So there exists acknowledgement switch, and whenever the plant personnel will acknowledge, that means will press the switch, the Hooter circuit should turn off, but the particular lamp will glow on, so that it can be identified that that particular channel is a faulty channel. So how this action can be done? Say when this is pressed, then this relay will be energized, and as this is energized, this is the corresponding contact R acknowledgement. Again, this is NO type contact. Then as this is energized, then this will get closed and the path will make the circuit of RH. So RH will be energized. As RH get energized, then what will happen? This will break. One RH is an NC type. So when it is in de-energized condition, it is in closed position. Now as due to this acknowledgement path get closed, due to this circuit, the RH circuit will make, and the corresponding contact will break the hooter circuit path. So hooter will turn off. And as this hooter turn off, but there is no connection of acknowledgement switch for this lamp circuits, so lamp remains to glow on until the reset of that particular lamps will be taken action. If this is corrected by externally, that means using reset switch, then there must be another contact of reset, and otherwise if there exists ring back sequence, then after correction that will be taken automatically. That means there must exist another switch to turn off the lamps. So this is what about the lamps and audio, that means visual and audio signals. Now there is another one second. There is another relay contact to RH. So what is the purpose of this contact to RH? And this is NO type contact. See, when this RH will be energized, then this contact will get closed. Otherwise, what happens? This is acknowledgement switch, acknowledgement relay, and this acknowledgement this relay is energized by pressing this switch. This is press switch. So once it is released, then again this will move to de-energized state. So once whenever it is in energized state, this circuit will make to energize this RH. But after releasing this acknowledgement switch, this will again move to de-energized state, and as this will move to de-energized state, this circuit will again break. So RH will again move to off state, and if it moves to de-energized state, again this circuit will make the hooter circuit. So again audio signal will be produced. So that is hazardous, so that should not be done. In order to resist that, there is another contact of RH, that is NO type contact, and as this whenever this is in de-energized, even after releasing this acknowledgement switch, but this contact will make the path. Through this path, the RH will remains in energized state until this is forced to make off, goes to de-energized state. So this will remain in energized state, and as this is in energized state, this circuit will remain in break condition. When it will be forced to go in de-energized state, that is by using reset action or using ring back sequence, that means automatically resetting. So mostly the annunciator functions are relay based operation. So be clear about the functioning of the device using this relay operation. Only thing is how the corresponding lamp will glow on and hooter will produce the audio signal, and after acknowledgement how this can be turn off, and the steps, the sequences, 5 sequences are there for any annunciation process. So all these 5 steps can be explained from the diagram. This is electronic type and using transistor based circuit, and you just can explain the operation using this diagram, that there are number of transistors. These are the field contacts. See, this diagram is much more complicated than relay based circuit, but since there exist electronic circuits also, and not actually transistor based, rather the functioning is transistor based, but this is IC based operation. This diagram is for a single field contact, that means for a particular channel. For all the channels there are so many number of circuits should be embedded. Say for a particular channel, this is NO type contact, there are T1 to T7. See, T1, T2, T3, T4, T5, T6, T7. So all these 7 transistors to for producing the lamp, that means visual signal, and there are T8, T9, T10, T11, T12 to produce the audio signal. Simply you can explain the lamp glowing and hooter turn on conditions when this circuit will make, as this is NO type, so whenever any failure occurs in a particular channel, that will make the circuit. Then T1 will be energized, so this is at high value, so this will turn on T2, and this is low. So this output and this output, these are just inverse type Q bar. So since the circuit operation is very much complicated, you just explain yourself with all these in a stepwise. That means what is the status of T1, then this will make the path, so that will produce the, that means if this is 1, this will be 0. Similarly, T3, T4 are connected in this way, so again if this is 1, this will be 0. So in this way you just explain the status of T7. That means when this will be closed, you will find that this lamp will glow on, and again this status is transferred to T8. Again T8, T9, the this output Q2 and this is Q2 bar and Q2. So if this is 0, this is 1. Again T10, T11 will produce the corresponding signal to turn on T12. This is connected, and this is just produce pulse operation, a square wave generator. So this will send the pulse to the lamp, and the lamp will glow on with flicker, since this oscillation will be passed to this lamp side, and the audio oscillator will be turned on when this is in one state. So the hooter circuit will turn on. You just explain stepwise that what will be the condition of each of these transistor output status, that means Q, Q naught, Q1, Q1 naught, Q2, Q2 naught, and you will find that the lamp will glow on with flicker, and the hooter sound will be turned on. And this diagram is without ring back sequence. That means without getting signal from the auto correction. So a reset action is required here. Here also the acknowledgement switch and test switch is there for a single channel. All these operation is for a single channel. And with ring back sequence is one more complications. That means whenever the corresponding outputs will be resetted automatically whenever any correction occurs in the particular channel. So try to explain the status of each transistor stepwise. Otherwise, I will give you the write-up of explanation. So mostly the relay type annunciation is used. So realize the operation of annunciator using relay based system, of course using electronic circuits also. So thank you.